So I'm doing my rotation at a hospital, and I got to be with the food runner this week. So they deliver all of the room trays and the snacks and the ONS to the patients. And so they're always on a tight schedule. And there's honestly a lot to do, especially if we get late tray calls. And so the hospital I'm at the census is usually like from 110 to 115, so a relatively small hospital. But the food runner position is supposed to be a two-person job, but currently they have it as only a one-person job. And so me being there to help this week was actually, all the food service employees really liked it because it was so nice to have a second staff there like they usually do and like they're supposed to. And so the reason there is currently only one food service staff member being a food runner is because the culinary department, and honestly the hospital as a whole, is currently in the red financially. And so they've had to do a lot of budget cuts and a lot of staff cuts. And, luckily right now, I wouldn't say patient care is affected, and we're still able to get the meal trays out, and they're still doing a really nice job getting those items out to patients in a timely manner and keeping, each of the meal times, on a tight schedule. But long term, I can see this affecting staff pretty heavily because they've had to take on twice their responsibility and the job of, supposed to be two people to just doing one person. And so I'm kind of curious how management's going to handle that in the future, and, how it might affect patient care because there's only one staff member when there's supposed to be two. And luckily I'm going to be here for a while, so I'll kind of get to see how it plays out. But I'm very interested to see, how they handle that and how, hopefully the hospital gets out of the red so they can get back to their normal staffing.